Blessings, family. Peace and blessings. So look, right? Um, Someone sent me a video, and I just watched it, and it was the Asian and Black community in the boycott, and apparently, we are standing on business with this Asian boycott, and Asians are upset because blacks are not supporting their businesses. Um, and I'm listening to the conversation that Asians are making on behalf of the black community. And they were saying how Asians are racist, or some Asians are racist. Because I know I've talked to some Asians, and it's not just in the Asian community. It's in every community. But it's not their fault. It was one person that caused this division. It was, I'm paraphrasing this if I'm saying this correctly. Forgive me if I say it wrong. But in general, what I'm saying is that they said if I could make, and I forgot who said it, but if I could make the worst white man feel as though he's better than the best black man. So you got a poor white person, or a poor Asian person, or a poor Indian person, and this rich white, or this rich really was a white person. They said it though. The poorest white person could see they're better than the richest black person. I've done my job, and it is a mindset that has been transformed, that has been created. Racism never really existed until the white man came onto the planet. And this is real. He created racism because that was a division that he created. And I don't want to put everything on him, but he did it. I mean, it's real. Like, you did it. That's why they don't want to create race theory, because they not part of the solution. They are the problem. They created it. They went into Asia. Every community that the white man went into, I don't care which one. Oh, turning. I see it now. I see it turn something. But big eye right there. But every community that the white man has gone into, everybody's in. Like, you know what I mean? They was, because that's our culture. Our culture is we accept, and we do it to a certain extent in our community today. We want to invite everybody to the cookout, as we say, sort of say. But then when we invite you to the cookout, we find out you ain't no good. But we wasn't used to that because we didn't have that type of stuff. Back in the day, right, when I was younger, we used to watch a lot of cowboys and Indian movies, And I remember, and they say this all the time, they say that the Indian would say that a white man talk with a forked tongue. Meaning he talk in peace, but he playing in war. And this has been his way and how he operates throughout society. He comes talking peace, as the man, but he's preparing for war. That's why it's on the back of the dollar bill. Its eagle has the piece, the olive branch, but he got the arrows in the other hand, because he's talking peace, but he's preparing for war. This is what Donald Trump ain't no different than any other president. We talk peace everywhere they go. There's a thing called the Bang Chung Conference. All of the darker communities in the world had a conference, the Bang Chow Community Conference. I might be pronouncing them wrong, and they all came together, and they didn't invite the European. Okay, and they were trying to find out what was the problem with their community, and all of them, not some of them, all of them said they just having problems until the British came, till the French came, till the Americans came. I didn't say it, they said it. They ain't change it, they the problem. And they have created racism all over the world. Willie Lynch, he took that same pattern all over the globe. Got the Asians thinking that the blacks is the problem. Got the Indians thinking that the blacks is the problem. You got the blacks and arguing with the blacks because Willie Lynch said, he said, I take certain problems and I make them bigger than what they are. He said, I start with age. He said, I put the old black male against the young male. I put the young black male against the old black male. I put the woman against the male. I put the male against the woman. I put the man that's on the hill on the man that's in the valley. We all talk about, I'm from North Philly. I'm from South Philly. I'm from West Philly. I'm from Germantown. I'm from Uptown. We from everywhere. You know, we all over the globe, and we think that we better. Oh, I'm from Philly. Oh, I'm from Chicago. Oh, I'm from L.A. I'm from, you know, and he got us tricked. And we here fighting each other and kill each other over dumb stuff. We boycotting each other, and I get it. I get it. You know, but the same snake that bit the Asian community has bit the black community. But the same way that they've been bitten is that they've been made to believe that they're better. They're better. You know, there's a story in the Holy Quran when Allah created man, Adam, you know, and he told all of the angels to bow down to this man that I've made. And all of the angels bowed down except for one, which was Iblis, Satan. And he said, I'm better than him. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches us the second that we say I'm better than somebody, we are practicing Satan. And so the devil makes devils. Satan makes little devils, dumb devils. And my point of it is that we fighting each other over nothing. And the real enemy walks away scot-free. Walks away scot-free. You know, the real enemy whom we should be boycotting. But instead, we want to give them hugs. We want to say, oh, I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. But we don't want to forgive each other, man. I owe you $20. Oh, I ain't talking to that nigga. He owes me $20. He ain't paid me my $20. White man stole everything. Well, you know, I gotta forgive him. I gotta forgive him. Gotta forgive him. Trust me when I tell you, when we wake up, and we waking up, slowly but surely, and we start to come together, not just as a community, but as a world. First it starts, because love starts at home, then spreads abroad. So once we realize who is doing the tricking and the madness in our community, trust me when I tell you, brother, we gonna be all right. Sister, we gonna be all right. But my point is that, you know what I'm saying, the Asians ain't really the problem. Yeah, they got hit. But you know what? The same snake that bit them bit us too. And we really need to sit down and dialogue. And not for nothing, I have seen it with my own two eyes going into a Chinese store where a guy walks into the Chinese store, to the Asian store, and he just starts mocking the person and behind the counter. And, you know, talking like, wang tong tang tang, give me some chip fried rice. And I said to myself, here you are being disrespectful to the person who's about to prepare your food. And when we do dumb stuff, like, not saying that everybody does this, because I don't do it, you know what I'm saying? But there's people that do it, that just act dumb, you know, ignorant. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We've been hitting the head. We are the Hiram Abiff of the Bible. We've been hitting the head. We've been struck a blow, brothers. Whether you believe it or not. But we gotta do better, man. Let's just try to work together with each other. And I get it. Support black first and foremost. And then, you know, all other things will fall into place. But the true enemy, brother, is not us. It's not the Asian community. It's not the Indian community. Because, look, man, and they'll tell you in their community, you know, the darker you are, the worse you are in the family. You the black sheep, because they don't like you to be black. You know, but this was something that was taught. This is just something that was taught, brother. Man, study the white man. Study him. I ain't see that ain't my feeling. It's just, and I'm not even saying because really he ain't the problem no more because we our own problem now. We work on ourselves, self improvement. That's the basis of community development. People gonna be who they gonna be. You just gotta be a bigger person than that. May Allah bless you, blessed day, man. Assalamu alaikum.